Hey folks, I've got my Red Sea tank in the garage. I ordered it on Black Friday. It's now December 12th, I believe. It was brought in by R&L Trucking, and they pulled it off the trailer and rolled it right in my garage. So it's on a crate and it's wrapped pretty good. We're gonna open this thing up and see if it is in decent shape and get started on the build process here of this new tank. It's a Red Sea G2 4-foot wide tank, 300 liter, 72 gallon. I think 90 total gallons with the sump. So this is going to be a fun build. I'm excited. We'll see what it looks like when I open this up. Okay, I've got the plastic off. This is what it looks like. Red Sea Reefer 350 G2. I think I said it was a 300 liter. So 350 liter. Red Sea Reefer G2. That must be the stand, I'm thinking. And this must be probably the tank. Reef Ready Systems for Advanced Hobbyists. 91 gallon, 345 liter. Box looks in decent shape. Hopefully the tank's in good shape. This is exciting. Okay, we're gonna open up this box now. So one thing that made me nervous, I opened the cabinet box up and I see black right off the bat. But I think that's just interior part of the cabinet. 'Cause on the box it has a little white dot. So I'm assuming we got white. We got a white shell somewhere. So we'll see how it goes and how it gets put together and how it looks. Hopefully it should be white. Now as I dive into the instructions here, notice right off the bat, see if I can zoom and get a clear picture of the sticker. Note, cabinet top is packed under the aquarium. So I can start building the cabinet first, but probably have to take the aquarium out to get at the top, which sounds like it's under the aquarium. So that'll be an interesting process. We'll see how it goes. Let's get started here. Okay, so I'm seeing some white now on parts of the stand, so that's encouraging. I've opened up the hardware here, and this is really nice. They have a spare part bag, so if you lose a piece here and there, that's where to go. Everything else is nicely labeled, so that is good. But there are quite a few pieces here, so we'll see how long this takes. Okay, so I got most of the stand out and I thought I'd better take a look inside the box where the tank is to see if there's any damage, kind of make sure things are looking okay before I get too far ahead in building out the stand. Really well packaged. I've already taken some foam spacers out. It looks like inside the tank itself, we've got some plumbing. There's the overflow. Aquarium looks great. Looks in good shape. Okay, I got the box peeled back. Took a pause on the stand. Gave it a full inspection. Everything looks pretty good. Here she is. Pretty sweet, man. Look at this. I'm excited. Nice. Okay, get back on the stand here. Alright guys, I've got the tank on the stand. Just doing a leak test right now. So everything's full, making sure this tank is level. And it's been running for about 24 hours. So I'm going to get ready to drain it and put the rock in and sand and go from there. Stand went together really well. Took a little bit more time than I had thought. There's the sump. This auto top-off reservoir is clearly not going to be big enough. It'll probably last a couple days, so I'm going to have to do something besides that. But for now, everything's running well. No leaks in the plumbing. And got the tank level. So we're on to the next phase of this build. Okay, we got the tank filled with water. I've added some salt, a little bit low still. Filling the auto top off container right now. But everything's running well. I've just been adding salt down to the sump and having it mixed down there and going through the socks, and I have a little maxi jet in there too, stirring it up, so that seems to be working okay. Just have a heater in there for now, just trying to get the salinity where it's supposed to be, and once it's there and the temperature's looking close, we will add ammonia and get the cycle, the bacterial cycle, started anyway. And then we wait. In the meantime, I'll get working on hanging the lights. I've got a old school metal halide fixture I'm going to put up. It's Giesman or Giesman. I think it's Giesman. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I've had it before. It's a white one, so it's a polarized Giesman 250 watt single end metal halide fixture with 4 T5s. So kind of old school, but I like the shimmer, I like the coverage, and since I'm in the basement here, I'm not too worried about the heat. So there we have it. Oh, and here's the rock. I used some of that Marco rock from Bulk Reef Supply actually, and made a few man-made type pedestals. It looks a little man-made, but once you get this covered in corals, it won't be too bad. And I started off with super glue and then use a little cement there at some of the major joints and let that cure for 24 hours and threw this in the tank. We'll see how long it lasts. I just did a pretty thin sand bed, but actually a little bit more than I wanted, just for aesthetics, I guess, even though I know it's going to be kind of a pain to deal with. But that's where the Red Sea Max, or excuse me, not a Red Sea Max, Red Sea Reefer G2, 350 liters, so about 90 gallons total volume of water with the sump. And that's where it was. That's where she ends. We'll start the cycle. Peace out, folks.